Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name's Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. We're getting into the Formula One race weekend, Crypto.com, Miami Grand Prix. We've got the Friday the 3rd through Sunday the 5th, and a sprint race in there as well. So if you're not familiar with the sprint race, it's basically about half the laps. It does take out a practice session. We do have two qualifyings with the sprint qualifying and the regular qualifying for the race, sprint race. So the way it's going to break down is 9:30 out here in Phoenix. So at 12:30 Eastern time, practice one on that one there. And then at 1:30 out here, so 4:30 Eastern time, sprint qualifying. Both of those on Friday the 3rd. On the 4th, should be noon Eastern time. The sprint's going to get underway. Like I said, it's going to be about half as many laps on that one there. And then qualifying at about 4 o'clock Eastern time, and then the race on Sunday going to be at 4 o'clock Eastern time as well. So a lot of stuff coming up for this week. So if you guys have been watching F1 lately, it seems like it's Max Verstappen, and then I don't know who's coming in after that. So, we probably know who second place is. Sergio's raced really well so far this season as well. So, if we're looking at, obviously we're a betting show, so we're looking at how can we make some money here without having to lay minus 700 for Max Verstappen to win? Great question. So, there's a lot of things going on in this particular race that we like. We'll run down some of those in this one. So, let's start off last year's race. Max Verstappen wins that one as well. He did not have a great free practice one or qualifying, but still comes away with the victory in that one. So we're going to look at free practice one because that's the next thing up here, the first part up. So we got a few bets for FP1 here, a little bit of longer shots here. So not a ton of units on these, but definitely something to look for here. So free practice one, we're going to pick Carlos Sainz to win FP1. He was around plus 1,400, so a little bit more of a long shot, but he's done really well in FP1 so far this season. He's actually, if you look at it, he's got more points than Charles Leclerc does, but because he did miss that one race with the appendectomy on that one there. So we'll go with Sainz to win FP1 on that one. We're also going to take a couple more FP1 bets. Both of them are top three, both McLaren drivers. Oscar Piastri at plus 500 to finish in the top three. Lando Norris to finish top three in FP1 as well. So that's plus 200 on Norris. It's like plus 500 roughly on Piastri. And then Sainz to win it, FP1, or have the best time at FP1 at plus 1,400. So a lot of times this season, Red Bull has not really sent out basically what they're going to be. They're looking for, I guess, more race pace than qualifying, where the other teams are focused on that one lap a little bit more. So, but once you've seen free practice 2 or free practice 3 or the sprints, all of a sudden Red Bull seems to be extremely dialed in on that one. So, like I said, we'll take some long shots in FP1 there just to try to catch something. So, let's look for the sprint race. What are we looking for that? So, or sprint shootout. So that's going to be the sprint qualifying basically. We've got one bet there, and that's going to be Tsunoda to get into the third qualifier. So basically means the top 10 in qualifying on that. That was about plus 175. He's been making a lot of third sessions, so we'll take another chance on him here in Miami. He seems to be racing very well for, unfortunately, a car that not maybe suited up to the driver's skill level on that one, but that seems to be about everybody. Just look at Mercedes. Now, one thing coming this weekend is a Mercedes upgrade package supposed to be on both cars with Russell and Hamilton, so they might be a little bit faster. They couldn't be any slower right now if they tried, I believe anyway. They have not raced well in any of the races. They haven't qualified extremely well, except for Lewis Hamilton in the sprint on that one, but George has done okay on that one. But as Mercedes searches out for the next driver, as Lewis Hamilton's gone after the 24 season, they have struggled. Let's see if this upgrade package does work at all. If it looks like it's working in free practice one, make sure you do come back and check out our Google Sheets. We'll probably have some updated bets there as well for sprint qualifying, sprint, and the race. So let's get into the race, the bets that we like so far in the race. We might have a couple more to play, but we'll go over the ones we like the most. So Miami last year, basically no retirements. So over 18 and a half classified drivers. That means 19 or more drivers have to be in the finish. No, only one retirement in that one. That was at plus 160 earlier in that one. We're also going to take a little bit more of a long shot, but no retirements for the race at plus 600 as well on that one. No safety car. I don't know if you guys have seen so far this season. There hasn't been a ton of crashes, especially early like there has been in previous seasons. Seems like everybody's giving each other enough space, especially at the start of the race. So we'll go with no safety car in that one as well. Then we also like Piastri and Lando Norris as we have most of the season. So McLaren for a double top 6 finish, which means both drivers have to finish in the top 6. It was around plus 120 when we got that one. Let's see here. And we've also got Piastri a top 6 by himself in the sprint race and the regular race. We're also going to take a shot at Norris to finish on the podium. He's been getting a lot of podiums this season. It seems to be it's the 2 Red Bull cars and him, or maybe a Ferrari, a Red Bull and him, or the one race where Max actually had to go out because of mechanical issues. He was up there as well. So we're staying away from Max in this one. I mean, you can go out there. A parlay right now is, with him to be the number 1 qualifier and to win the race is still over, minus 300 and some change. So thinking Max is going to win this race, we are going to take winning margin over 10 seconds. In the race, it was about minus 190, but a lot cheaper than betting Max. Those minus, at a parlay at minus 300 or minus 600. So let's run through all these bets one more time that we've got for the race so far. Do make sure you come back, check out our Google Sheets. The Miami Grand Prix should be a fantastic race. It was last season. We'll see if it continues the trend here. So in the Miami Grand Prix, over 18 and a half classified drivers. We've got Piastri top 6 for the sprint, top 6 for the race. Norris for a podium for the race. Piastri and Lando Norris top 3 at FP1. That's free practice 1. Yuki Tsunoda to qualify for qualification 3 in the sprint shootout, which means he qualifies in the top 10 basically. No retirements for the race. No safety car. Winning margin of the race itself over 10 seconds. Carlos Sainz to win FP1, and then McLaren with a double top 6 finish. So make sure, like I said, come back, check out those Google Sheets. We might have some updated bet plays there for you as well. It's really easy to do at the end of every episode that we do on YouTube or on TikTok or YouTube on our channel pages. You can just click, it's docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Just click into there. You'll want to go to 2024 Golf, Formula One, UFC, and more. Just click into that link and scroll down to the Miami GP. And you'll be able to see all of our bets there. And as always, if you could subscribe or follow whatever social media platform you're watching us on, whether it's going to be YouTube, TikTok, or any of the others, make sure you hit that subscribe button or follow. It makes it really easy to find us when we do drop a new episode of bets. And if you want to make life even easier, when we do drop that episode on, make sure you turn notifications on that social media platform. You get a notification to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.